Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in for another episode of For the Record. This is going to be Weekends in Vinyl, I think 5. Weekends in Vinyl nonetheless. First start off by, I was aware of this book for a while, and I just got it. Dust and Grooves, Adventures in Record Collecting. The good thing about this book is, most guys may agree, we like books that have more pictures. And this is, there's a lot of pictures in here. There are some stories, really interesting stories. I'm not going to go deep into this, but I highly suggest it if you're looking for a book to read about record collecting. It's very intriguing. So yeah, and the good thing is, like I said, there are a lot of pictures. There's Jerry from Jerry's Records. That's funny. I just opened that one up. All right. Yeah, suggest it. And all the records I'm about to show are from the same pick from this past week. As a record collector, I look at myself as a record collector, and I also like to support the habit of record collecting. Support the hobby of record collecting. I buy and sell and trade. More or less buy and selling. I like to flip. So a lot of times I like to try to prepare myself. I'm trying to get a general idea of what the person is asking, to see if we're even going to be on the same level. It sucks to be looking at somebody's record collection for an hour or two, take the time to look at them, and then the guy wants, $20 for a $6 album or a $10 album, and you just can't. You know what I mean? It's kind of tough. So I like to prepare myself. And in this time, I was actually out of my element because I wasn't sure if the guy was going to sell. He was hard to read. But the more I stayed there, the more I realized pretty good chances that we were at least going to be able to come up with some sort of a price we could agree on. And so I have 2 piles here. I have one pile I'm keeping for myself. One pile I am selling. And I'm not doing this plug to sell to you guys. If anybody's interested, let me know and maybe we can work something out. But I am currently selling these. I have somebody looking at them later. But like I said, if anybody's interested, hey, just ask. If it's available, we'll see what we can do. So I got to this gentleman's house, or his apartment, and he had thousands of records. And I couldn't really get a reading of what he wanted. He was like, well, usually, the guy says, well, give me $1 a piece, or just make a pile and we'll come up with a price. Give me $5 a piece or whatever. And that didn't happen. I actually was trying to get a reading off him a few times, and he was like, well, just pull what you want, and we'll see if we can't come up with a price that we both agree on, or that we both disagree on. And I'll tell you what I mean about that in a second. So yeah, I was at his house for like 3 or 4 hours, but he was talking a lot. The gentleman was a really nice guy, but I'd show him a record and he had a story about it. He just kept talking and talking and talking. I'm like, but my patience paid off, I think. So yeah, so let's get diving into the records I picked that I'm going to keep for myself. I'm really happy on a bunch of these. Some of them are commons, other ones are kind of, they're common, but to get records in good shape, we all know how tough that is. So all these records, I actually have a number of records that I have to clean or wash, but these are certainly going to get cleaned up. We have Daryl Hall and John Oates. It is what is it called? Along the Red Ledge. Okay. Really good copy. These are all really clean. Most are near mint or very good plus. They are barely any marks on them. There's no scratches, just little scuffs here, and I think it'll come off really easy. But very good plus, mint minus on most of these. This one, I was really excited. Some people will cringe. Sticks. Sticks. People don't like sticks, but I do. And this is Caught in the Act live. This one's sealed. It's a sealed copy. This one's Elvis Sings Flaming Star. A little wear here and there, but not too bad. And again, these are the ones that I'm keeping for myself. Elvis, as recorded at Madison Square Garden. This one, I am unfamiliar with them. It is the Brothers Johnson. Look out for number 1, and it says Quincy Jones represents right there. So that looks interesting. 2 cool cats. But I have to listen to them before I play them because they're pretty dirty. Yes, Relayer. This is a gatefold. Another Styx, which I couldn't believe I didn't have this one. This is Styx. Kilroy Was Here. In Excess. Shabu Shabu or Shuba Shuba. What's on here? Okay. Little In Excess. Another In Excess. The album cover is beat to shit. Looks like we got stuck on something, but the the record surface is really clean. This is a gatefold. And the Yes album. I love Yes. What am I trying to remember here? Okay. I don't know what I was trying to remember, but this is the Yes album. Gatefold. Really clean copy. The next ones I'm going to show are ones that I'm selling. So if anybody's interested, shoot me a message and see if we can't work something out. This next one is mint all around. Maybe the vinyl surface, maybe mint minus. But this one is Tom Rush Late Night Radio. It is signed by Tom Rush right there on the promo sticker. It's a special edition audiophile numbered B-450, signed by Tom Rush. This beautiful copy. This next one is going to be, it's a little beat up, but the record surface is okay, I think. This one is Buffalo Springfield. And I was going to keep this one, but the other one I have is in better shape, so this one's getting sold. What record collection is complete without it? It's not. You need this. Controversy with the picture. If you're unaware of what I'm talking about, Google it. Some weird shit going on there. And get rid of that one too. Billy Joel, Piano Man. I have a clean, super clean copy. This one's for sale. Diver Down. The only thing wrong with this, really clean copy. The only thing wrong with this is it's fixable. I can fix that. It's just the glue separated. That's okay. Not a big deal. Billy Joel, Street Life and Serenade. I already have a copy of this. I have 1 or 2 copies of this one. This one is going. The next one was kind of what almost broke the both of us. Me and the gentleman selling the records, because he had a couple of copies and I had 2 copies in the one pile. This is Bruce Springsteen's Greetings From. This is probably one of his top 3 or 4 albums. But what happened was, like I said, he had 2 copies and I had picked both of them and I had them in a pile and we were going back and forth with the price. And I wasn't budging on my price, and he wasn't budging on his price. And he says, so I stood up and I took my cash, and I put it, and I said, that's what I want for the stack, and I'm not paying you anymore. And he says, hold on 1 second. He picked the stack up, and he took one of the 2. He says, I'm going to keep one, and he goes, there you go. So this is what made the deal. Or almost broke the deal. So I actually already have a copy of this. This one's going up for sale. It's a beautiful, beautiful album. This next one is Grand Funk Phoenix gatefold. This other one is a super, super clean copy. I don't think there's a mark on this one. There might be a little smudge, but I don't think it's going to affect the playing whatsoever. The cover might need a little cleaning, but this is The Clash Combat Rock. It's not a $2 record or $3 record, trust me. But there you go. Really, really clean copy. We have some Elton John, super clean copy. I already had a copy. I'm going to get rid of this one. Allman Brothers, Brothers and Sisters. This is the Allman Brothers Band, Brothers, and Sisters. A little scratched up, but not too bad. It's worth a couple bucks anyway. Not scratch too bad. I don't think it'll affect the playing too much. Maybe some background noise, but I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. So, and then this one, I don't know how I ended up with this one. I think it just jumped in a stack and I wasn't looking. This is Herb Alpert. I don't know how they got there. So that's it. I think that's all I have to show here. I really appreciate everybody taking the time to watch this video. I love doing these videos on YouTube, and I've actually been doing a bunch of stuff on Instagram as well. And like I said, if anybody's interested in any of those records that I showed, the second stack that is, just shoot me a message and see if we can work something out. What else? I think that's it. I hope everybody had a safe week, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. And as always, peace, be kind to others, see you on the flip side.